All right, folks, we got another knife opening for you today. Got my little mascot with me here, and don't be calling me racist because I'm a bass player and he's my little idol friend here I got as a present on my 30th birthday 14 years ago. So anyway, gotta just put him out there to kind of show a little funky love for all my brothers and bass playing brothers, that is. I'm doing another chin video today with my iPhone 4GS camera. So for those of you who don't know what a chin video is, it's basically me holding the camera under my chin while I open up the box. So here we go, and hope it works out. Gonna go old school with some scissors today. Whoops. That's hard doing these chin videos, man. Really tough. Okay, let's see what we got. All right. It's from Blade HQ. And we have the Microtech Socom Elite. Let's see what we got on here. Green, Stonewashed standard. Okay. Let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so it's got the little signature by who was inspected, a warranty, and comes in this case that everybody has seen before, which is cool because it's got the Velcro here on the back for your belt, and this clip in front. Now I'm probably not going to use this thing, but all right. Oh man, this is gorgeous. Look at this thing. Move that aside here. Put it right here at least. All right. Let's see if I can be steady and zoom in here a little bit. All right. So I am checking it out for the first time along with you guys, and it is gorgeous. It's got this carbon fiber inlay. And this is the green, and it is a very dark green, which I like. So on a lot of YouTube videos, you can't always quite tell the color of things. You can't quite tell how dark or light things are. It's a little tough sometimes. So I can tell you right now that this green is a very dark green. It's almost like a man, it's bordering on black, but it's green. The box is green, and just in my hand right here, it's great. Let me go ahead and flick it open. Easy out. Here's the Microtech logo. Shows that it was made in 2012, February 2012. Serial number 815. There's your liner lock, which is, wow, it's definitely not an early liner lock. Early lockup. It's right at about, it's pretty much all the way in. going to about, very easy to pop out. It's about 75% of the way in. There's about 25% left on this thing. So let's look on the other side of the blade. There's nothing on the other side of the blade. So let me hold it in my hand and see what it feels like. It feels awesome. This is really great. Given the fact that there isn't a very deep finger choil here, you really don't need one because of the jimping. If you guys can see the jimping right there on the side, on the bottom right here, and the jimping on top, it's very, very grippy. The aluminum handles actually grip well. You get a good, solid feeling. I feel like I can jab with this thing, no problem. Okay, so let me do a little bit of manual handling of the knife. So it is a little, it's definitely not balanced. It's top heavy, as you can see. So it's a little top heavy, and I generally don't like top heavy knives, but make an exception for this one because it's got a big handle to it. But regripping it like this, there's the glass breaker. You definitely can't get, well, going from this position down to this position is easy, but going back up to this position is not quite as easy. But anyway, reasons for getting this knife are that I wanted the spear point right here. My tastes have kind of changed over the last year. I got my Strider SMF in December, I believe, and I was definitely into chunky blades back then. And as soon as the Mayan apocalypse date passed, I kind of my interest dwindled in those chunky blades, and I kind of wanted something that was a little bit more practical for everyday use. And I started looking for a knife that had a very narrow tip, like right here, but still a long blade. So this is a 4-inch blade. The reason I've been going after these knives, and I probably will also get a Emerson Gentleman Jim, either at the Blade Show or close to the Blade Show here in Atlanta, is for this reason. For my work, I don't really need a knife very often, but when I want one that has a narrow tip so I can get under plastic ties that hold bundles of cable. And I need to get underneath, the cable or the tie so I can slip the knife in there and get some cutting power. I've had blunt nosed knives before that don't really get under the tie to cut as well. And when you cut on top, you take the danger of splicing the cable. So that's one thing I like about having a narrower pointed tip. And it's, I think, a good stabber, and it's long enough of a blade that if you wanted to use it as a tactical knife, you could. Especially for me after my gigs, playing music, coming out, want to use it as a secondary defensive weapon after my gun, I can, but still have the tip pointed enough to be of practical use for cutting ties. Sorry guys, I'm looking at this while I'm looking at it through the camera and with you for the first time. Gorgeous knife. I'm going to go ahead and EDC it. Again, it's about a middle of the road lockup. Very easy. And it is perfectly centered. It's about as even as it gets. Easy deployment. The deployment on this actually reminds me a lot of the Hogue EX1, just with the length of the blade and the feel of the handle and the way it flicks out. I'd say they have a very similar feel. So if you have a Hogue EX1, I'd say this is about the same. So I'm looking forward to EDCing this knife, and thanks for watching, guys.